Behind the carefully managed smiles and staged photo opportunities of the royal family, a deep and burning rage is consuming the heir to the throne. Prince William, the Prince of Wales, has reportedly doubled down on his resolve to cut his brother, Prince Harry, out of his life completely and permanently. The successful 54-minute meeting between Harry and King Charles, a moment celebrated by some as a step towards reconciliation, has been interpreted by William as a hostile infiltration, the culmination of a year-long master plan by his brother to re-ingratiate himself with the monarchy. The result is not a softening of William's stance, but a hardening of it into something cold, absolute, and final. This is Royal Herald, and today we deliver a special report on Prince William's escalating fury, his plan to make his brother a non-person, and the internal palace war that now threatens to consume the House of Windsor. Before we break down this deeply personal royal crisis, we ask for a moment of your time. To support our mission of delivering these in-depth reports, please subscribe to Royal Herald, give this video a thumbs up, and activate the notification bell. Your engagement allows us to continue our work. For some time there was a fragile peace in William's mind. His initial white-hot anger over the betrayals of the Oprah interview and the memoir, Spare, had cooled into a state of detached indifference. A palace source revealed, William had got to the stage where Harry was a non-person. He had fallen so far beneath his radar as to have disappeared from his mind altogether. This was a healthy coping mechanism, a way to compartmentalize the grief and move on. This journey through grief was long and agonizing. Sources say after the initial fallout, William went through all the stages. He was seen at Balmoral off his food, lost in thought. Just before the Oprah interview aired, he reportedly wept, mourning the brother he had lost. Then came the anger, a cold fury that defined their relationship for years, a fury that culminated in the now infamous physical fight at Nottingham Cottage, where William allegedly shoved Harry to the floor, cracking a dog bowl. Finally, after the storm of Spare had passed, he reached a state of acceptance, of cold, hard compartmentalization. He had processed the loss and erased his brother from his life. But Harry's successful return to the UK last week has shattered that peace. The source continued, now Harry is back in the UK, back at Clarence House, back in touch with his father and back into the subject line of emails. The result? William is back at the point where if you mention Prince Harry in his presence, he would throw you out of the room. He's doubling down. This phrase, non-person, is not accidental. It is a term with a dark and powerful history within the royal family, famously coined by the Queen Mother to refer to her brother-in-law, Edward VIII, after his abdication crisis nearly destroyed the monarchy. It signifies someone who is to be utterly erased from conversation and consideration, a ghost who is never to be acknowledged. For William to have reached this point of indifference, only to be dragged back into a state of raw fury, is seen by aides as a significant and worrying personal setback. It shows the profound psychological wound his brother has inflicted, a wound that has now been violently torn open once again. What has driven William to this new level of rage is his belief that his brother's rapprochement with their father is not a sincere act of a loving son, but a cynical year-long strategy. As this newspaper revealed a year ago, Operation Bring Harry Back In from the Cold was a deliberate plan. It began with the outreach phase, text to old friends, followed by Zoom calls with former royal aides. Then came the diplomatic phase. Harry professionally separated from Meghan's PR team and hired his own, Liam Maguire, a gruff, ex-military man with deep experience at the palace and on Invictus. This culminated in a carefully orchestrated meeting in July between Harry's team and the King's senior communications advisor, complete with a peace offering of wine from a royal merchant. Each step was a calculated move in a long game. To the world it looked like a softening. To William it looked like a siege. The culmination of this strategy, the meeting with King Charles, is seen by William as a profound betrayal, not just by Harry, but potentially by his own father. Compounding this is the stunning revelation from royal biographer Tina Brown, who claims the king is currently more irritated with Prince William than with Prince Harry. Brown reports that tensions are rising between Charles and his heir over William's perceived lighter workload, which is punctuated by numerous holidays, while his cancer-stricken father carries out a demanding schedule of engagements. This creates a dangerous dynamic where the king may even welcome Harry, nipping at his brother's heels. hoping it will pressure the Prince and Princess of Wales to up their game. There is now a clear ideological divide between the two courts. King Charles's court at Clarence House, which is seen as more traditional, emotional, and open to reconciliation, and Prince William's court at Windsor, which is viewed as more modern, ruthless, and focused on a rigid institutional-first approach. This puts William in an impossible position. He sees his father, weakened by illness and driven by a desire for peace, being manipulated by his brother's sophisticated PR campaign. And he sees the institution he has sworn to protect being compromised from within. His response has been to fight back. The last-minute decision for Catherine, the Princess of Wales, to join him at the Women's Institute meeting was a clear strategic move to blow Harry off the front pages with a show of glamorous, united power. Catherine is not just a supportive wife in this conflict. She is William's most important strategic partner. Her flawless public image and unwavering dedication to duty serve as the perfect antidote to the Sussexes' narrative of a cold, unfeeling institution. She is the living embodiment of the modern, dutiful monarchy that William is fighting to protect. He believes Harry's ultimate goal is not just reconciliation, but a public validation from the king that would pave the way for his return. A source explains Harry's endgame. Harry would one day like his father to encourage the nation to accept him back again. It's what the late Queen did, when she asked the public to accept Camilla as Queen Consort. Harry knows his UK popularity is at an all-time low, and he desperately wants that to change. His wife Meghan is said to be indifferent to the UK's perception of her, but for Harry, it remains a source of deep personal pain. But William is determined to ensure that never happens. He will not lobby for his brother as his father once lobbied for Camilla. In fact, he will do everything in his power to prevent it. For William, the time for forgiveness is over. The era of consequences has begun. This conflict is a tragedy of two brothers, once united by shared grief, now driven apart by two irreconcilable worldviews. One has chosen a life of public disclosure in California, the other a life of responsible silence in Windsor. Prince William has come to the conclusion that these two universes cannot coexist. By drawing his line in the sand, he may have sealed the destiny of the modern monarchy, forcing a final heartbreaking choice between the love of a parent and the survival of the crown. And now we turn to you. Do you sympathize with Prince William's fury and his desire to protect the monarchy? Or do you believe King Charles is right to seek a reconciliation with his son? Share your insights and opinions in the comments section below. Your perspectives truly enrich our discussions. And if you appreciate this in-depth royal analysis, please like this video, subscribe to our channel for more royal updates, and join us next time as we continue to explore the captivating world of the British royal family. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you again.